Welcome guys, it's Frosty and welcome to my channel. Today it's another episode of Frosty Knows Stuff and we're just going to be reacting to Kevin Samuels again. So this is a question by Kevin Samuels like, is this why men are losing hope in modern women? And this is a question that I'm going to hope that he's going to answer in this video. And at the same time, you guys like, sub, and finish the video so that you can actually comment something that's going to be funny and we can make fun of this lady over here. I know they say respect our elders, but we can only respect you if you do something respectable. So let's see what this lady has to say. We already respect Mr. Samuels because he knows what he's saying. So let's listen to this lady over here. Let's get into it.
Are black women our women?
Yeah.
We can't make a demand. We can't even ask you to smile.
Yeah, that's one thing that I never understood. Like this side, we don't have that problem because usually, okay, so you guys call it getting triggered, or you call it what? I forgot the other word that you use. Where I'm from, we actually say catching feelings, right? So then in our language, it sounds like kukecha. That's how we say it. So then usually people do that as a joke, like come on, smile when they know that you've caught feelings. So just one of those. That's what I remembered when he said that. But the point is simple. Like the reason why you start hearing a lot of people saying smile a lot is because you are not smiling. What's wrong with smiling? It's not like you're smiling and saying come say hi to me. That's not the case. The case is when I come to you, I say hey, what's up? Because you feel entitled to the fact that he's coming at you, you think you can respond any way you want. And then when you respond to the guy with the bitchy attitude and all that, and then he says, well, I've approached like 10 girls this week and only 2 of them smiled at me. Of course they're going to say that black women need to smile more. But then you guys don't smile. And then when he asks you, do black men have control for their black women? Like, can they say that they are their women? And then you say yes when like he said, when you can't even smile for them. Doesn't make sense. I'm baffled. It's like my frost is now melting. Dry joke. But yeah, it's just baffling.
But you want us to protect you. Are you our women? What do you think? What do you say?
Listen.
No. Before you answer this question, by the way you see the ethnic image of black women acting towards black men, are black women our women? Not aspirationally, by the results, by what you see.
Not aspirationally by what I see. Not aspirationally. I feel like
No
yes,
feelings.
we
No
definitely
feelings.
No, I asked you what you see and you went to what you feel. Ma'am, are you going to actually tell me by what you see, black women act like they belong to black men?
Okay, before she answers, I've never been to America, so I wouldn't know at all. But then with the way people like Fresh and Fit, Kevin Samuels, Afiz from the Roommates, how these guys speak, and yeah, I've heard like around the corners and all that stuff, like of the internet, that black women, they're the least desired women in America and the West, basically. So if that's the case, I mean, I think black women have the best bodies. I mean, where I'm from, yes, I want to experience white girls and all that. I just want to experience them. I don't think I will marry them. I would actually like to marry someone I know, like, these black girls, because the black girls have it all. It's just that I haven't tasted a white girl before. That's why I want to go there. And the one time I got out of my race with women, I actually had an amazing time. So that's why I'm now curious, like, what else is out there? But that's the only reason why I'm curious, right? And I don't think it's going to be so good that I'm going to be like, well, I'm down with black women. I still want black women. So every time I hear that black women are not that desirable, that's when I start having that question, like, how is that possible? So that basically proves that Kevin Samuels, Hafiz, at Fresh and Fit, these guys are right. Black women are the least desirable because of things that they actually talk about. Because sometimes when it's brought up, you can see the emotion in these women that they're actually being attacked by the truth. That's why they get so defensive. But let's keep on going. I don't want to keep talking. I talk too much. I know. Again, if you're this far into the video, finish the video.
We need a lot of mentoring.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna say
no. You already starting to beatbox and see subjective variable. See, when you ask a question, the boxes to me, they don't want to call, they don't want to hold us to the task, so they're gonna start breakdancing. Yes or no, man? You're a professional, right? A healthcare professional, right?
I am. But
yeah, this might be off topic, but that's how you see that feminism is wrong in a lot of things, and especially here when they say that men and women are equal. So this woman is working in a profession in a manner that in a manner of how men act. I don't know if what I'm trying to say makes sense. What I'm trying to say is the professional industry was built by men, and it was built to work best with masculine situations, like masculine frames, masculine situations overall. Basically, it's a masculine environment. So as a woman, in order to succeed in that space, you need to be masculine. And if you are masculine, I would expect that a woman actually understands how men are, and perhaps emulate that. But they can only emulate that in the workforce. They can't emulate even in conversation. Women want to use their feelings everywhere. He just asked her a yes and a no question, and the first answers were, I feel like that. Even with that masculine training that she has, she can't basically act as a man and just answer the question as it is. It's because she's in her feelings. She's feeling like, if I feel like this, I know the answer is that, but I feel like this. Rubbish. Rubbish.
Answer the question as a professional. Yes or no?
Do our women look like they?
You've heard the question 3 times. Are black women are?
I'm gonna say that's tough. That's tough because the answer is yes. The answer is yes. We belong to like y'all. Yes, y'all are for us, and we are for you.
Black men. I want you to understand. Black men. Hold on. Black men. I want you to understand how you felt when you saw her struggling to try to get this lie out of her mouth. That is the link. That is. You go back to the man. You go back to the comment section. Go to the time dates. Go there and look at what the black men say. I know what I felt here.
Oh my God.
No, ma'am, because I know the question I'm asking, and the answer is, I can objectively say, no, you're not, and I can say it, but you don't want to admit what we can see. If you look at what the men are saying, they're saying no, but you're still trying to tell us, yeah, we are, and the men are like, well, what world are you seeing? It's like, are y'all, and you're a professional. I'm like, answer it as a professional, and you're still gonna get to the point where like, well, yeah. Then the men don't know what they're seeing.
Yeah, it's always us wrong, you right, or them right. The guys.
So yes, we definitely belong to you, and we want to just improve those relationships. I feel like we just have a difficult.
You belong to us. You belong to us. This is what you're saying. So if that's the case, then why would a black man ask a black woman to smile when she offended? If you belong to us.
Now, I disagree with being offended, but I don't disagree that
why okay.
That is not the question. Answer the question, damn it.
Why does she feel put upon? Why does she feel like it makes a demand of her? If it's just a smile, and understand, a black woman who's a femininity influencer asked her femininity group who wants to be married to black men to just smile at every black man, and she was savage for months. You know this is common, man. Black women truly belong to black men as you say they do. Why do black women feel put upon by simply being asked to smile at?
See, that's the scary part. If the black women are acting as a collective to be angry over being told to smile, damn. I mean, damn. So imagine if you're just taking a picture and you're a black man, the photographer just happens to be a black man. And it's like, okay, give me a cheese and a big smile. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get roasted, he's gonna be destroyed, cancelled. They're gonna take his camera away, everything. Like I said in the previous video, I feel sorry for you guys. Truly. Truly, I do feel sorry for you guys, cause dang.
Black men. And here's the problem: if we can't have real conversations with our women, because I'm gonna tell you something, man. Black men know you're lying. They know you're conflicted. Man, look in the comment section. The black men know you're not being honest. And black, I think honestly, I think black men want.
Well, considering that these women are so into their feelings that they always talk about their feelings, I'm not trying to roast here, but she's not most men's cup of tea. All right, just by looking at her, at least her face, right? For me, she's probably like a 3 out of 10. Again, I'm not trying to roast. My point is, with the way she looks, she probably does not have the like the leverage to act like that. So she may be smiling. She may be smiling at this at these black men and all that because, well, what else she got? Her face might look better when she smiles. I don't know. I'm not trying to roast. God damn it! Look at the corner I put myself in. But basically, she women that look like her and who look less attractive than her are usually put in a position where they have to smile, be nice, sometimes even approach, although they don't. They'll be put in that situation, but they wouldn't approach. But still, they'll be put in situations where they would have to do more to get their attention. Because there's another chica right next to her who doesn't even need to be present, like mentally presently there to be noticed. But she has to try because of the way she looks. So maybe what she's saying is true, but then she's missing the point. He's not talking about just her. He's talking about everyone, the average number of people, right? The median. All those people, are they smiling at the men or do they belong to the men? That's the question and she's not answering it. So yeah, it could be true for her, it could not be true for her. Whatever.
Relationships with black women more than black women in relationships with black men. Because when asked this question, you're speaking aspirationally. Men are saying, no, you're not ours. And they can see you struggling. But you're going to find a way to rejigger this to make it make sense. And men are saying, you're not ours. We can't even ask you to smile at us.
Okay. So, brothers, we love you. Let me just tell you. Just got had a beautiful son. We need you. We do.
Before we get to that, we need truth.
Okay.
Can you honestly say that greater than 50% of the adult black females act and move as though they belong to black men?
That's the important question.
No, and I'm going to answer. Can I rebuttal to that? I don't feel like the majority necessarily act like they belong to any man, though. So it's not like we're ditching them.
But there's only one.
But you then complain. I don't remember. I think it was Fresh and Fit. Like this girls. Oh yeah, I think it was actually like a few like yesterday or the day before yesterday's episode, where these girls were complaining like, why do these black men go to white women, blah 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 blah, and why is it black women are the least desired among all men? Black men are wanted by other races, but white women are not wanted by other races. They're just toys. That's why, because they act like they don't belong to any man, black, white, Spanish, whatever, Martian, doesn't matter. So why complain? You act a certain way, the results come in, and you complain. It's like a student. Like I'm a tutor, I'm a teacher, right? I tell the student every day, study. This is computer science, not a joke. You need to have your programming skills up to par. You need to have this and that. Like, yeah, whatever. And then when results come in, they get a deal like, the world is so bad. No, you were not listening. God damn. You even got Kevin Samuels in his karate pose right now. Crazy woman.
You can rebuttal that, man, but you're only supposed to belong to one.
Yes.
See, that's subjective variable bullshit. That's not an answer, man. Black men don't want to hear that we don't belong, because you don't expect every man to protect you. When somebody's going upside your head, you ain't asking Brad, Lee, or Enrique, protect us. You asking a black man to protect you.
Right.
So we don't give a shit if you don't feel like you belong to anybody.
She about to cry.
White women, do white women act like they belong to white
Yes,
Yes or no? Do Hispanic women act like they belong to Hispanic?
absolutely,
Do Asian women act like they belong to Asian men?
Oh hell yeah.
definitely,
Do Middle Eastern women act like they belong to Middle Eastern
They
men?
probably have no choice in that situation.
yes.
Do black women act like they belong to black men?
By and large, no. But
See, the
those
fact that you had to even
we
put a modifier on there says you are still conflicted with the reality you are seeing. There was no modifier ever before black. No,
you
no modifier.
100
And see, that's the
100%.
problem. And that's the problem. Because it is going to come down to women checking women and getting you guys straight. We cannot fix you.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that's a problem in the Western society. Because the thing is, where I'm from, sometimes I even like I don't know. Maybe it's because we're Africa, we're backwards. That's why. But basically, when I teach, like during my break, or sometimes when students need to use my office for studying, when they just come in and sit in the desks in my office, when they're discussing whatever they're discussing, when one goes astray, they actually try to talk to each other. They do it in a in the most nicest. If you want to learn how to be super nice, to say things so nice, just listen to women talk. Like these girls are like 16, 17, 18, around those ages, and then sometimes I've got college students that I help with college projects. Like when they come in and they talk, you can hear them talk, like when they're criticizing each other, the criticism, like you need to actually listen intently to understand what the criticism actually is, because it's so sugar coated that, oh my god, they're so nice. So that's the thing, right? They're nice about it, but they still criticize. I have a feeling that the women in the West, they don't even get the criticism at all. She's one of those like, yeah, chica, you're good. You're good. You don't need no man. She like a 18-year-old girl, like in last night's live show from Fresh and Fit. They were asked. She was 18, and then she was saying things like, "I don't need a man. I make my own money. I'm on OnlyFans, all that stuff." And then every girl on the table was going like, "Yeah, you do that. You do that." Like she's 18. She's getting herself into sex work, and you're saying that's fine. That's all right. There's no criticism there. Nothing. Zero. That's scary. That is sad. Because what's going to happen is, and she's partially right, when she's 30, no man wants to marry her because your ass is all over the internet. She's going to blame the world. And I think we should actually educate these women that are blaming the world and say, no, 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 blame your female counterparts. They're not checking you. What's so, what's so honorable or admirable or desirable or role model material about being on OnlyFans? Like, hate me, dislike the video, like share the video to cancel me. I'm like in freaking Africa. Try. It doesn't matter, and I only get like 20 views per video, so whatever. But what's so desirable about being on OnlyFans? Nothing. You're an online stripper. There's nothing desirable about you as a woman the moment that you post your first video on there and you sell it. And then what makes you think that you're going to be desirable? And then when she's now 30, she's 18 right now, when she's now 30, she's going to be mad at the world. Well, men have a problem. No, men don't have a problem. Men have always been the same since the dawn of time. They want a pure, feminine, fit, and not a pain to be around, to be their girl or their wife, right? Men haven't changed. Women are the ones who basically being variable over here, playing chameleon, changing colors every other winter. What the hell? And then they complain to men, we didn't ask you to change, and we're not going to change because you changed. We're just going to adapt in a way that suits us. That's how men are always going to be like. And then I'm not talking like the black Americans out there, but I get the frustration. I really do. I really do.
Because you have no respect for us. You only respect each other. And if we can't rely on the educated of you and the intelligent of you and the learned of you to at least be honest, black men will sit back saying, who the fuck can we rely on? Honestly.
Is she about to cry?
Because I'm saying that men can... Black men are just asking black women to be nice to us. That's it. Just be nice to us. And they can't get that in mass on a regular basis. I don't know if you ladies really understand how bad it is.
Yeah.
Or they don't. How could they? They don't need no man. I think YouTube is making me crazy now. I'm usually chill. Usually chill. Like I'm not like I'm talking to a camera right now. There's no one else in my room. Like I'm starting to feel weird right here. But then yeah, this is fun. This is fun because you say you don't need no man. You complain on men don't when they act as an entity that's not needed, right? I mean, it's like I look at my car right there. I'm like, damn, I don't need that car. That car can rot. I don't need it. And then when I wake up the next day and there's a punch on the tire, there's no like pressure in the tire, there's no gas in the car, I start complaining. Well, what's wrong with this car, man? What? You said you didn't need it. Terrible example, but you know what I'm saying. Damn. And they, you know, I believe in individuals. If these guys listened and they'll talk, because she listens, she talks to her friends of 20. These friends spread that. That's all it is. If it starts from just one person, it would spread. They don't, because they don't need no man. So why change for the man? Because Kevin Samuels is coming from a perspective of saying, you say you need you're saying you want to marry these type of men. You're complaining that these men are going to other races. So do this, right? For men, that's what he's saying, and for yourself still, but then mostly for the men, because well, everything else you're doing is for yourselves. So whatever, right? But then they don't want to do it, but still complain. Ah, my God, my head hurts.
Yeah.
But then when you see
No.
a black girl get hit in the face with a skateboard, you want black men to check him because he shouldn't have hit her. There should be no violence. But then you ask yourself a question: why does this black man feel so detached from this black woman? Because they can feel it, and y'all won't be honest. And it takes me asking questions this way and that way, and before I can even kind of nail the jello on the wall, and it's still, well, do you want black men to do this when it comes to talking about our obligation to you? Do you want modifiers from us when it comes to you?
No. No.
Well, then stop
You
doing
ask
what
some
I-
tough questions.
Because it needs to be asked, because
So
I
tough.
should not have to ask the motherfucking questions. You, Becky ain't got to ask, Brad ain't got to ask it of Becky. Lee doesn't have to ask it of Maylene. Enrique doesn't have to ask it of Marisol. Anu doesn't have to ask it of, pick a Middle Eastern name. But Keith
Binga.
has to ask it of Keisha. Somebody got to ask it. I'll take this one.
Binga and
Thank you for at least
Funke, those
trying
are
to
the
be
names I was
honest,
thinking
but
about.
this is what the fuck we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, the names I was thinking about. Binga should not have to ask Funke this. I'm stupid.
That's why I got upset and said no. When you go into the same old trope of black women,
Yeah,
do
and it's really upsetting because if you like, you know, when you talk to as many people as I have, and most definitely if you actually talk to as many people as Kevin Samuels has, you start to pick up things, and then you get used to picking up things when people are talking, and you can tell when someone is not being honest. All right, you can actually tell when someone is not being honest, when someone is being delusional, like genuine delusion, where they don't even know they're just saying things based on what they just seen, and it's not truth. You can see that, right? And you can actually tell that they don't realize that what they're saying is not the case. Then you can actually see fake delusion. You can see all these things when you're talking to people. You can actually tell that they're being honest. So then, the fact that is being slapped at your face based on your experience of actually knowing that this person is lying, this person is doing this, the fact that you can do that, that actually gets you pissed because you're insulting my intelligence. And if you even remove the idea of insulting my intelligence, we're having a discussion, it's supposed to be honest, and you're lying. I don't like that. So yeah, people get upset, but then do you know what women say? Yeah, it's because he grew up being told that he has to be masculine all the time. Why are you being angry, bruh? Things like that. Stupid really. So yeah, I'll just end it there. I mean, the video is left with a few seconds. I don't know. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the situation. Yeah, I think that is a good reason why men are losing hope with modern women. And this stuff is actually coming to my country. I think that's why I feel like I need to talk about it. It's actually coming to my country because I've met. Last year was a very busy year because so many lockdowns. So meeting women out there in the world was quite difficult. It's not like I was going out to try to meet them, but the point is, meeting people in general is just difficult. So you just go to your office and back. And where I work, there are many clients that come in and out to go to other businesses that are there where I work. And I've met a lot of women who say things like this. I think I'll put if I were to put a ratio of it, I would say, let's just say let's just say 4 out of 10 women, and that sounds like that's not a lot, but that is a lot. That's enough, right? And there's a girl who actually works there who's like that, who says, and the funny thing is, last year she was saying things like, I don't need a man, I don't dress for men, I don't put pictures on my status because men, I don't want to satisfy the male gaze. Men just like to look at stuff. Now she's posting them pictures, man. She's posting them pictures with her ass half out. Because now she's realizing she's 29, she needs to be married. This stuff is coming to my country, man. And it's sad because, and I blame TV and social media, because the whites have a certain culture that just doesn't work with black people. I mean, I'll give a simple example. Bikinis. A bikini is made for white people most of the time because a black woman can have a natural massive ass. How are you going to wear a bikini and still look okay like a white woman does? You're not. That example. Whoever has a thought on that example, please respond to me. Black women have massive assets, massive titties, massive ass. If you wear a bikini, it's not going to look right. You're not going to be able to run properly. So that's an example of me saying the white culture, where there's the television, there's the bikinis. I'm not trying to say the white culture is racist. No, it's their, if they created their culture where you've got Instagram, where you post ass on this stuff, they created for them. That's for them, not for us black people and any other races, right? But then you see these girls copying, like in Zimbabwe, they post these videos where they're wearing tiny bras, their ass is showing. Then you're like, what? And then when you say something about that, you're either called jealous, you just want her and you can't get her, or you're just misogynist, you're sexist. And then these terms, I usually used to hear them on YouTube from people from the West, and now I'm now actually hearing them from people where I'm from. Scary shit, extremely scary. I don't like that, at all, and it's happening here. And that's why men are just losing hope in modern women. Like, I think men from this side need to learn from guys like Kevin Samuels and learn from what they see from these guys, because that's what we're getting. We're getting there very soon. I'm still meeting very feminine girls till today. Okay, I'm not meeting many people, but still, the last 10 people that I've met, thank God, are still feminine and still attractive and still act like proper women, not like this shit over here. So I'm grateful for that. But then you guys in the West, give up hope. I mean, if I'm being honest, you don't owe these women anything. You don't, right? Sure, that other black woman could be your mom or your sister. Then help those type of women, because I'm not saying all black women. No, I'm saying the modern ones, the ones that are still acting right. It's your game, brother. Do what you gotta do. But if that's not the case, just ignore it. That's my ending rant to this. So like the video, sub again, so that maybe I can get 2 subs from one person. This is Frosty, and I'm out.